Alright guys, let's get ready for our next lesson here. Remember, you can pause at any time to copy down what you need. Alright, so we are going to be doing the quadratic formula, and we're on page 33. Alright guys, so this is the quadratic formula. So go ahead and pause, copy this whole thing down. Alright, now I know this looks ugly. It's a scary looking thing right here. But what I want you to do is just look through it, and all you see really are just a bunch of letters. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some numbers and we're going to put them in place of those letters. And at that point, it just becomes a very careful process using our calculator to calculate it out so we can get our answer. Now I want you to pay attention to something here. I'm going to highlight it. There is a plus and minus symbol here. This means that whatever number is in the front, it's going to be added to whatever that square root is. It's also going to be subtracted. So there's two math problems, but we write this plus and minus sign so that we don't have to write this thing down two times, because it would be really unfriendly to do it two times. So we're going to see how that plays out. Now this does look imposing. Whoops. This does look imposing, but here's how we get the numbers. You're going to have an equation, like I give you this, it looks all kind of crazy, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. What we're going to do is we're going to give it to you in a nice little clean fashion like this. Now, the number in front of the x squared, there's a 1 here. If there's no number, you know it's a 1. So that's A. A is 1. B is what's next to the x, which is the 5. And C is the number without a variable. That's the constant. And it has to be equal to 0. So you got 1, 5, and 6 for the letters. All right, now we're going to do a problem. I got a different one up here. So what you can see here is that the A is 1 because there's a 1 in the front here. The B is 3 from there. And the C is negative 10. So what we do is we put inside the B position, it says negative B. And so since the B was a positive 3, it becomes negative 3. Get the plus minus symbol. Now I put all these things in parentheses because it keeps it nice and easy to work with. So you got 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 10. And that whole top is all divided by 2 times 1. So now after you write that big ugly thing down, what we do is we take the part that's underneath the square root symbol, this right here, and we type it exactly how it's written, parentheses and all, inside the calculator. And that's right here. And when you do that, you're going to get the number 49. So you don't have to get all freaked out. Let the calculator do the work for you. So now we're going to rewrite this problem. We still have the negative 3. It's plus minus. But instead of the square root of that big ugly thing, it's the square root of just 49 because we did the work. And that's all over 2. Now we can square root 49. We all know that the square root of 49 is 7. So now it becomes negative 3 plus and minus symbol, the 7 over the 2. This is where the plus and minus now gets split. We now make this two math problems. You got negative 3 plus 7, which is 4. Divide that by 2 and you get 2 as an answer. We then do negative 3 minus 7 divided by 2. That becomes negative 10 over 2, which is negative 5. You can write each of these into Desmos so that you don't mess up negative numbers. So you can write the fraction negative 3 plus 7 over 2 in Desmos, and it'll take you straight to the 2. And the same with the minus part. That's the quadratic formula. I know it's a little crazy weird. I want to expose you before we get out of here for this for Algebra 1. We're going to do this next day as well. So your work is to do quiz number 5. And then I have a couple problems to practice on the quadratic formula. So we will not, this is our last applied lesson video. So you don't have to worry about applied video next class. We're just going to do Zoom. All right, guys, take care. Stay safe.